Hey there! Stay logged on to your number one award-winning online radio station. Hafak Online Radio, the radio for the society.
Most failure could have been converted into success if someone had held on another minute or made one more effort. This is Hafak Online Radio and this is the Ray Show, anchored by your one and only Blessing Ammy. Okay, people, it's nice to be here again and it's nice having you listen to me on Hafak Radio. Well, on today's episode, we'll be talking about failure. But before I dive into today's topic, I would like to say a very big thank you and amen to your prayers at Blessing Uche Oswa. Thank you so much for your comments on last episode. I really appreciate. She said more grace to you, Blessing. And I say a big amen. Okay, people, don't get it twisted. This is still Hafak Online Radio and it's the Ray Show. The Ray Show is all about inspiration, motivation, and having us talk about life issues. Alright, it's Thursday. Like we always do it every Thursday evening at exactly 4 p.m. Yeah, at exactly 4 p.m. every Thursday. We roll this boat and we sail this boat. Talking about the boat's Ray Show. Okay, on today's episode, I said earlier on that we'll be talking about failure. Or rather, let's put it, not failure. I'm not a failure. I know you are not. Failure is sure part of the process. So, when you fail, don't get all tensed up. Don't start living in regret because failure is part of the process to success. So, have you ever failed in life? Have you ever not met up to standard? Or you've not been able to achieve your dreams and goals? Or you meet a disappointment? Alright, just calm down, take a deep breath, and let's start. What is failure? Failure, like I would always say, is the inability to achieve or attain desired results or set goals at a given time. Let's pick out some words. Not the inability, attain set goals, required results at a given time. So you see, life has many different chapters. One bad chapter doesn't mean it's the end of the road or the end of the book. Just like in movies, novels, and even true life stories, you hear of people being in their worst phase of life. Sometimes unpleasant and bad things happen in everyone's life at some point. So you see, it's just part of life to fail. Well, I'm not here advocating that we should go about failing and not striving to achieve our goals, but I'm saying it's okay if you failed in life. It's okay if there is something you have not been able to achieve. Don't get yourself all worked up. Don't get yourself all worked up feeling that you're all alone in this, or you're the only one that has ever failed. Sincerely speaking, there is not a success story without a failure story. For every glory, there is a story. Even for every story, there is always a bad part. Or would I I say negative part. There is always just this thing that makes us feel like, look, it is not enough. One would want to blame the insatiable desire of humans. But hey, failure is just part of life's game. We just have to play it and ensure that we win. Like the saying goes, winners never quit. Quitters, they never win. So in case you are feeling downcasted, in case you feel disappointed in yourself, in case you feel like your life is just a waste, or your effort has just been drowned down the drainage, hey, that's not the end of the road. It is just a phase that would pass. At this point, I would say no condition indeed is permanent. So, this failure part is gonna pass. So feel free to cry, feel free to feel disappointed, feel free to complain, to have regrets. But it is not okay to remain defeated, depressed, not to keep complaining. It is time to move on to the next phase and page of your life. Remember, you do not drown because you are in a river. You drown only when you remain defeated in the water or in the river. So when life don't work out the way you desire, don't give up. Don't stay in that defeated state. Get up, dust yourself and move on. Learn from those challenges. So it's your decision to make your failures and disappointments your stepping stone to achieving your goals, or you make them your stumbling stone. I, for one, I think I'll prefer to make my failures and disappointments stepping stones. What this simply means is making your failures and disappointments challenge you. It is making your failures and disappointments your driving force, rather than being downcasted. Why don't you chill? Life is not a bed of roses, so never allow your yesterday's failure determine your today's reality. Neither should you allow yesterday's disappointments destroy your hope for a better tomorrow. Let the troubles of each day pass with it. So you should know when to close a page, especially the page of failure, of disappointment, and all that comes with it. Your failure may prove to be an asset, provided you know why you failed. So this is me telling you that irrespective of the failure, you can make use of that failure to step up your game, to achieve your goals. If you know why you failed, then it is easier to succeed. Just like Thomas Edison, the inventor of our electrical bulb this day, said that he failed 10,000 times while trying to invent the electrical lamp we have. But you know what he also said? that those 10,000 wrong trials were 10,000 ways of not doing or inventing the electrical lamp. So if you don't know why you failed, you are no wiser than when you began. Failure is a blessing when it pushes one out of a cushioned seat of self-satisfaction and forces him to do something useful. So, you can make something great out of your failure. In fact, your failure should push you to strive harder. Your failure should challenge you. It should make you stronger and harder to face life. Come out of self-pity. Oh, that you failed is no news. It's not a new thing. I'm very sure even that wealthy man you're looking at, oh, that guy has got a house. Trust me. If you hear his story, you'll be grateful to God that you are still alive. So failure is not a disgrace if you have sincerely done your best. Failure simply means that you have done things and made one mistake, or you've done it the wrong way. But still, kudos to you for even doing something. That makes you human. My problem is not my concern is not you failing. My concern is you making that failure, turning that failure to temporary defeat. So get up and win. Get up and move. Get up and make something meaningful out of that failure and disappointment. Every bad situation will have something positive. Just like there are two sides to a coin. So you feel failure is bad enough? Learn from it. Learn how not to do things through your failures. Let your failures be your experience. Even a stopped or broken watch shows correct time twice a day. So you see, no matter how bad it may look, you can still make it. You can still achieve your goal. Failure is just momentary, except you want it to become permanent. No one may succeed until he recognizes the nature of the difference between failure and temporary defeat. It is only when you remain defeated that you attack failure. Only when you remain on the floor that you attack failure. Imagine someone that runs right on the track field. Imagine he falls down or she falls down right at the middle of the track field. He or she still has a shot if she gets up and keep running. Because if he or she hasn't gotten to the finish line, the race ain't over. But if she stays right on the floor there, and every other person runs this race and gets to the finish line, then he becomes a failure.